Okay, I'm sorry. I'm a little silly right now because I don't know if you can see it, but I'm using a mic. It has taken me this long to get a freaking mic to isolate my sound. It's a really cheap mic. I got it on Amazon. I think its brand is Maybest. So this is my first time using it for this video, and I just did a little test video and I ran it back, and I can tell that it works just because when I go like this, I can hear it on the playback. So we're a little fancier now here at Zen Aesthetic. But let me get to the point of this video, which is to talk about three of the latest fragrances in my Zara collection. My Zara fragrance collection, by the way, has grown quite a bunch. I think this latest fragrance that I picked up from Zara is my 12th fragrance. Yeah, that to me sounds crazy. If you knew anything about the way that I used to look down on Zara fragrances, you would know how crazy that sounds, how much more crazier that sounds to me. But the fact is, there are quite a few Zara fragrances that I do like, particularly in the lines where they collaborate with perfumers like Jerome Ebony, or in this case, two fragrances that I'm going to be talking about first that were designed in collaboration with Joe Malone. So if you want to know what those two fragrances and the third and latest fragrance that I picked up from Zara are in my Zara fragrance collection, keep watching. So the first fragrance I want to talk about from the Joe Malone Zara collab line, or one of them, I think this one is called Zara Emotions, is the fragrance Ebony Wood. And this is what that looks like. So ebony wood has three notes, just like most of these are fragrances designed in collaboration with Joe Malone. It has ebony wood, pink pepper, and rose. And I would smell this fragrance occasionally when I was in Zara, smelling fragrances. And I don't remember how I felt about it initially. I didn't dislike it, but I'm not sure how I felt about it on first sniff. I just know that after some time, I had come to smell it and think, well, this smells exactly like a fragrance from Zara called Nobody Knows, which I managed to kind of just luckily grab at a Zara a few months ago. This fragrance is discontinued, I believe, so it's no longer available at Zara. But this is a fragrance which I absolutely love, and this is Nobody Knows. This is a small bottle of it, and I absolutely love this fragrance so much. So after having this in my collection and sniffing it, quite a lot, I would smell this in Zara stores and I would think, oh, this smells so much like Nobody Knows. I wonder if it's just like a recreation, or this is a dupe of this. I don't know. I just felt like it smelled too much like Nobody Knows. But then one day I smelled it and I was just like, nah, this is actually different but very similar in some way to Nobody Knows, because this is definitely on the ebony woodier side, which I absolutely love. It's like a sweet, woody, warm fragrance. And then there's something in this, maybe it's the pink pepper. Oh, I just love this fragrance so much. It's so cozy and comforting and satisfying. So I just checked out the notes of this some time ago, and I realized that what these two fragrances have in common is the ebony. So this is ebony pink pepper, this is ebony wood, pink pepper, and rose, and this is ebony cassis and clove. And the note of clove in this is just so wonderful. And clove is a very heavy, sometimes strong scent in fragrances, but something about the clove and the cassis in this, just this makes this a really exciting, spicy, different kind of fragrance. When I smell this in Zara for the first time, literally I picked it up. Maybe literally as I walked in, it was the first fragrance that I picked up. And I was just like, this is a Zara fragrance? So, all that to say, these are definitely not the same fragrance, but that ebony note that they have, the ebony wood note that they have, makes them sort of like cousins, but not siblings. In any case, I love both of these. This ebony wood fragrance, I believe, is going to just be amazing for the cold, for the autumn and winter months. This is going to be one that I reach for a lot. I already reach for it a lot just to smell the atomizer like I'm doing now because it smells so good. It is a strong fragrance, it's a long lasting fragrance, it's a fragrance with projection. So I think this is, to me, because of its collaboration with Joe Malone, definitely a higher tier, higher quality of Zara fragrance. And this is a line that I typically enjoy. This is one of three of the Zara Jo Malone fragrances that I have in my collection. Let me tell you about the other one. So the other Jo Malone Zara fragrance that I recently picked up is Vetiver Pamplemousse. This is what that looks like. So this is a fragrance with obviously a very citrusy heart. It's the pamplemousse, I believe, is French for grapefruit. So the three notes in this fragrance are grapefruit, clementine, and vetiver. I will say that when I first sampled this, it was in a Zara in Soho, New York, only a week or so ago. And when I sprayed it, it gave such a strong, sort of like, just really tart oomph to it. Like I just really loved it. It's just sort of like it had punch to it. You know, I like my really strong orange fragrances like the Savelle orange nest oil, that kind of orange. It's super sweet, but it's also tart. It has a base to it. And when I smelled this in Zara and Soho, that's what I got on the paper, and it lasted for days. But this one, I do want to say when I spray this, I get more of just a kind of general, strong, but more sparkly kind of citrus fragrance that I was not really going for. And that's not what made me buy this. Like smelling it now, oh my God, it is very pleasant. I'm not going to say it's not. It's very fresh. It is very crisp. I think her description of this is something like putting on a crisp white shirt and spraying this on is kind of part of her ritual in the morning. And it is a wonderful kind of fragrance to wear for the morning. I love citrusy, orangey, grapefruit like fragrances for, shower cleansers and spraying on after you get off the shower. This is absolutely perfect for that. But when I sprayed it when I got home, it wasn't giving me the same kind of strength as the one that I smelled in the store. I don't know what could make the difference in that. Maybe that one's been sitting around for a while. I don't know if Zara fragrances macerate. If any of you know, please let me know. It would be really great if this got stronger because I just like a strong orange. And that's not to say neroli because neroli is a different kind of citrus. I'm not a big fan of that, but grapefruit, clementine, mandarin, um, anything that's kind of, it gives you that sharpness like mango does. Maybe it's what they call indolic, like almost going bad, but not quite. But just with a strength to it. So I'm just gonna spray this on the tester. That was a bit much. Yeah, it's bright. It's it's citrusy. It's beautifully done and it's fresh and it just feels it really nice. I just wish it was stronger, that's all. That doesn't mean I wouldn't recommend it to anyone who enjoys a nice, fresh, sparkling, vibrant citrus fragrance. I think this is really great. It's just less of what I expected because of the experience that I had with the one that I picked up at Zara in Soho. So the last and latest fragrance that I picked up from Zara is a fragrance called Zara Cashmere Musk. So when I smelled this for the first time, I think it was about a week or so ago. And if you don't know anything about this fragrance, it has, to me, a prominent popcorn note at the top. And it is listed, okay? So it's not just me, it's listed in the notes. but it's called Zara Cashmere Musk, which gives me no hint whatsoever of anything that would have anything to do with popcorn. So I'm kind of intrigued and sort of like mystified and obsessed with this fragrance. And in addition, kind of curious as to why a popcorn note is so freaking soothing to me. I mean, I love smelling this fragrance. Really quickly before I show you the box, the only fragrance that I have ever experienced that had sort of like a popcorn kind of country fair or kind of outdoor fair kind of notes to me is a candle from Posh Candle Company that I once purchased called Take Me to the Fair. And it just smelled, to me, it just reminded me also of the movie theater because of the popcorn buttery note. But that made sense because it was called Take Me to the Fair. This doesn't really make any sense. Zara fragrances often make no sense. And that is part of why we are crazy about them, why they drive us crazy, and why it's sometimes the nonsensicalness of Zara fragrances sometimes hits. So this is what the box looks like for Zara Cashmere Musk. This is not one of my favorite bottle designs, but it's not the worst. It's just, I don't know what line this is, but I don't think that I've ever bought anything from this particular line from Zara. This is what the bottle looks like. I mean, it's nice enough. Sort of like a soft frosted bottle with this pink top that kind of annoys me, but there it is. And this, I believe, is a full bottle. It retails for $29.99. I can't see how much this is, but this is pretty full. This is the biggest bottle of this that I have seen. So I'm going to assume this is a full bottle. So I went to Fragrantica for the notes of Zara's Cashmere Musk because Zara cannot be trusted, frankly. And the top note is popcorn. The middle note is cashmere wood and musk. And the base is tonka bean and sandalwood. This is described on Fragrantica as a woody oriental fragrance for women. That I don't I don't really get that from this fragrance. Just I don't know what that means, but I don't really know what this fragrance means. Like I don't know who decided it would be like this. I just like it. I just really freaking like it. And I bought this at the Zara near my job. I had brought it back to my desk and I had a couple of other coworkers smell it. Now, before that, I had sampled it on a tester and brought it home so my husband could smell it because I was just like, ooh, he's got to smell this fragrance. It smells like popcorn. So he's smelling it and he's just like, oh, this smells really familiar, but I can't tell what it is. And I'm just like, well, just think about it. Like, what comes to your head? What does it smell like? And he was just like, I just don't know. And he's just like, what does it smell like to you? And I'm like, popcorn. He was not smelling popcorn. He was smelling something else that was familiar to him. And that just tells me a lot about how different our noses are. My coworkers, who I had them smell it on paper, one smelled it on skin. One of them did pick up popcorn notes, but not as overwhelmingly as I do. And the other didn't pick up popcorn at all, but picked up the musks. I'm just fascinated by how different people smell the same fragrance in different ways. And I'm really glad that this actually has the top note of popcorn listed because I'm not crazy and I know that there's popcorn in this, but I don't really get much else. I do get the musks, but I think that when my olification of it links so strongly to the memory of popcorn. I don't know. That's all I get. That's all my brain will allow into my limbic system, into my experience of it, and that's fine because I love it. Apparently, I sprayed it on like a Kleenex and I stuck it in the box that I got it in, and I just would go in and I would just smell that. So I'm gonna spray it now because how have I waited this long? Oh, come on. Oh my God. All I get is popcorn kernels. All I get is popcorn kernels. Mm. And I do admit that I was concerned about the possibility of this going a little wrong on my skin or on anybody's skin. Because popcorn, movie theater, the nature of it, it can get rancid, it can get cheesy, it can get foot like. But I haven't gotten that from this, no matter how many times or how much I spray it so far. Um, and it doesn't last long. So it has moderate projection, but it doesn't last long. It really is more of a skin scent. It does, get maybe a little bit more musky as it dies down, but I can kind of pick up that popcorn note all the way through, and I love it. I love it. Who knew? Who knew? Mm. Yeah, this one I like because I can kind of overspray it, and it's not gonna like be too overwhelming. But like in my mind, where would I wear a fragrance with a top note of popcorn? Like, who would appreciate that? Is it offensive? Is it annoying? Is it just weird? I don't know. I don't know to say like what I mean, except for a movie theater or a fun thing. I don't know. I don't know. But apparently, since not everybody gets just popcorn from this, maybe people enjoy it and they're not enjoying the popcorn note that I enjoy. So maybe, it's a fragrance that I can wear any day. I don't know. But if you like a kind of yummy top popcorn note with your cashmere musk, I would definitely try this out. So I've also discovered in the short time that I've had Zara Cashmere Musk that it layers really nicely with the Fleur Heavy Cream Body Mist. I don't know why, but like I don't know the muskiness, the sort of like soft kind of creaminess. It's something. It does something. I just really like it. So if you happen to have this and the Zara Cashmere Musk, it's a nice experience. It's just nice to miss this on top. Oh my god. Mm. Good stuff. Great, wonderful, yummy, fluffy, lightly creamy, soft, musky goodness. Yeah, that is it for me. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe to my channel if you enjoy content like this. Don't forget to click on the thumbs up button down below if you liked my video. Show me your likes. It really helps my channel to grow, and I deeply and sincerely appreciate it. I hope to see you in my next video soon. Bye.